What is up, go-getters? It is Dallas Gordon here. I am super excited to be sharing this video with you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my KDP journey so far. This is yet another income stream. You guys know I'm in love with passive income streams. I'm in love with online marketing and all things online business. So this is my latest income strategy, which I really enjoy, honestly, and I'll talk to you more about that. But I wanted to come. I promised I would come and share what my experience is with it, some tips for getting started, and let's jump right into it. So if you're brand new to this channel, my name is Dallas Gordon, and I love to share online business tips, motivation, and all that good stuff. So if that is your jam, you'll love to stick around. I also do have another channel, guys, called Grit and Grace. That is my faith-based content channel. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out as well. So let's get right into it. I just want to talk about my KDP journey, you know, kind of like what you should know before getting started and what my experience has been with KDP so far. So I brought my notes today, guys, because I don't want to forget anything. But let me just share my journey and why I kind of got started. It's been something that I have been wanting to do for a really, really long time. And I kind of hesitated about getting started with it because I had kind of like a love-hate relationship with Amazon. I shared about that in another video. But I've always wanted to kind of give it a try, and I've always been curious about it. So a friend of mine, very, very dear friend of mine, also a business colleague, if you would say, definitely was encouraging me to get started with KDP. And that is kind of what gave me my push to get started. And I really was hesitant, as I said before, about getting started because I do have my other business, which is a full-time business with a full-time team, and I don't have a lot of time. So what I do love most about KDP, guys, is I am in the stationery and journaling industry. So it is nothing for me to create a journal digitally and be able to print it. I've done that before, so that is my experience, and it's actually very relaxing to me to create books. It's something that I told myself I would treat just kind of like as a hobby, and to be honest with you, I still feel like it's like a hobby for me because it's very relaxing when I get to sit and create a book, and I'm doing that after my full work day with my other business. So I got started. I felt like it would be a fun income stream, and I am the type of person that will find a way to monetize a hobby. Give me a hobby, I will find a way to monetize it. So I just really wanted something that I enjoyed doing, and I really wanted to take a stab at it anyway. So I absolutely fell in love with creating journals and books for Amazon KDP. And so this has been my story so far. I published my very first book on September 11th. And so far I've sold 43 books. And I have not been heavy on there. So just to let you know, I don't have many books on there. I just have a few titles. A whole lot at first. When I first put my first titles on there, it took kind of like a while. It also took a while for me to get consistent with it because like I started in September, but I probably published all of 4 books or so in September. It wasn't a ton. But you know, I've been more active as time has gone on. So as of today, which is October 27th, and I started on September 11th, I've already sold 43 books. Now, some of those books are like that I've ordered from myself, or what have you. So it's not 100% like strangers coming in and buying it. Some of it is like copies I wanted to test and check my books. It's like started putting books up, guys, and really enjoyed it. Just kind of fell into it with the encouragement from a friend. So I'm going to talk more about that, but I wanted to share my progress so far. And if you guys are interested, I'll continue to come back and share my progress. So here's some things that you should know. I'm pretty much a beginner. I'm new to e-commerce and online space or online business, but I'm so new to KDP. I have one published book called From Pain to Power. It is on KDP. I had a publishing company to do all of the publishing work, editing, everything for that book. So some of you may have read that book. That is the only experience I kind of like have with KDP. I just know the book is there and I get paid royalties from the book. But as far as me having any experience with getting in there and publishing books myself, I did not have any prior experience. Number one, what is KDP and how does it work? KDP is pretty much publishing. It is Amazon's publishing company. And so similar to some of the other companies that you may have used if you're into book publishing to publish your book, you're pretty much just going to upload your book to Amazon KDP, and they're going to handle everything else for you. The distribution, their platform as far as making it live so that people can buy it. They will also print the book for you as well. And manage customer service. So this is really and truly probably my top favorite passive income stream right now. And once you publish books to Amazon and sell them, Amazon kind of does all the dirty work and the heavy lifting for you, and you get paid royalties from your book. So this is not a situation, and it all depends on what type of book and how much work you put into the book. This is not a situation where each payment is looking like $200-$300. These are books. So these are little royalties that you're getting on many different types of books each time you sell one. And they can really, really add up if you set yourself and position yourself up on KDP correctly. Number two, is it a good income stream and how much can you make? The earning potential is high, guys. As I said, I'm new to it. I've only sold just about 50 books. So I'm new to it. I would say out of those sold, I've probably made a good $60 to $70 from that amount of books. Potential is great. Let's just say you take that 40 some sales and you multiply that this month, or you quadruple that, or you go any further this month. The more that I sell, the more that I make. And I've seen some other people who have been doing KDP much longer and are much more experienced, and their earnings are through the roof. So I think that there's definitely earning potential there, but I think that it's just like a long-term game. Although I've barely been on the platform for 2 months and I'm already selling. So it's definitely there. And I'm just going to share a little bit about my mindset and strategy around. So number three is to find someone reliable who is experienced to learn from. I think that that was really a big, huge key to my success, guys, is that yes, I teach a lot of stuff, but I'm the type of person that when I don't know something, I find someone who knows it and I'm able to learn it. As I said, I was encouraged by a colleague and friend of mine who was very, very experienced with KDP to get started. I pretty much got templates from her. I was able to get help, like one-on-one help from her, and just kind of like learning the do's and don'ts. She pretty much has all the tools you need to succeed on KDP. And what I will do is put the link below to her KDP services, her consulting services, and everything that she does around KDP. I will put that in the description below, because you definitely need someone who can tell you the do's and don'ts. You need someone who can provide you with some tools to get started. Like, I didn't have a lot of time, guys, because of my other business. So I really needed to get her up and running quickly. So I learned from Glessy all the steps I needed to take to get started. And then she also provided me with the tools for me to get up and running quickly. So I literally, once I decided I was going to be serious about KDP and go ahead and get on with it, I had my first book published in a day. She held my hand through my first few, and then from there I was just gone. She's extremely talented at what she does. She is an amazing bookmaker. She's an amazing author. You definitely have to check out her services, and I'll put those in the comments. So I think it's really, really important when you want to learn a new skill that you get plugged into mentors, experts, and groups. Definitely go out and join the main KDP groups out there. Just be around it. Definitely get all the right tools. They have an amazing group that's probably one of my favorite KDP groups that I learned a lot from. So definitely go and rub shoulders with some other people who are doing KDP. Get in those groups, see what people are talking about, and I think that that's a great step for your success. Another one is number 4, decide what types of books that you're going to create. There are so many different types of books you can create. The books that I got the 40 some sales on were low content books. They were all low content books, every single one. And pay higher than others. Some more detailed, more niched. low content books, you can charge more for those books than you can for, let's just say, just a plain line page book. So I will say that my main sales do not come from just the plain line pages. My main sales come from books that are like log books and things where I'm putting more work into the low content book. So you want to decide on what types of books that you're going to make. And for me, I just went with what I am accustomed to making and what brings me the most joy. I am not really a person, I have written a book, but that's not something I want to do several times a year. So I know that's not for me. The extreme high content books like cookbooks and things like that, I know that I don't have the attention span or time to sit and bother with putting something like that together. So it was best for me and what I enjoy to go with a low content type of situation. So decide on what kind of books that you're going to make and rock with it. And there are so many little sub niches inside of niches inside of niches inside of books on Amazon. So it makes it very, very exciting, just kind of hunting to find those pockets and niches that you're interested in creating those books in. So 5 is to please familiarize yourself with Amazon's policies and their policies on content and images. One of the most common reasons that people get shut down on Amazon KDP is because they really do take the cheap route and they try to like people put Nike checks on shirts of characters for a book. You're just taking images from any of those stock image sites and you're not really reading the fine print. Also, one of the biggest things is you're just not modifying or editing the images that you do get from like a Canva or a stock photo site, where you do technically have the commercial rights to use the image, but you have not edited it. So it's a lot of things that people they're just careless, and that's why they're losing their account. So what I would say is familiarize yourself or get with someone who is familiar with what the rules are. That way you can kind of check in with them and ask them, so you can be very, very clear on what Amazon is going to accept and what they're not, because you can get yourself shut down with Amazon really, really fast. So I do want to say that. Number is plan on making quality books and plan on spending time making them. You are at this time, you are able to publish 3 books on KDP per day now. And so that really shouldn't be a problem for most people, because if you are really taking your time to thoroughly make sure that you are developing quality books, then you really wouldn't have a need to publish more than 3 a day. So really take your time. And also, what I was about to say at the beginning is order your books. The reason why some of my books were from my own orders, you can order author copies, but I prefer to order my book through Prime. That way I can get it quickly. Reviews on your own books. But I order the books just so I can make sure before they ever get out to the customer that everything is aligning properly and it looks okay and it's been printed properly. So that just shows you care about your business. You want to make sure that everything is on the up and up so that nobody leaves you bad reviews. 7 is to focus on quality over quantity. Some people are just on the sprint to publish as many books as they can without making sure that the books are actually quality books. So they're just looking to achieve a high number of books. Or I just want to publish 500 books, as soon as possible. But the books are very low quality. Please don't do that, because that's a quick way to get yourself shut down. And also, I feel like people who do that make it harder on the KDP community, because then Amazon cracks down hard, which is probably why we can only publish 3 books a day now, is because of all the AI stuff and the low quality images. I'm not against AI at all, but I'm very careful about how I use it and try to be very responsible about how I use that. So, just make sure that over quantity. And that goes to what my strategy for KDP is. Instead of me focusing on publishing as many books as I can, I focus on publishing as many quality books as I can. That way I'm able to get paid faster. I spend more time on research. I spend more time discovering new niches that I'm interested in. And then what I do is I make sure that that book is as quality as possible. So what I find happening, guys, is I don't really spend, I haven't been on KDP in like 2 weeks publishing anything, because I've been super busy in my business and family and all this other stuff. But I've been selling almost every single day stuff that I just recently published. So what I'm seeing is, guys, I will publish a book and then the next day I have a sale or 2 on that book, because I really took my time to make sure the cover is popping, the interior is great. I make sure it's time to research that niche to make sure that it is something that is really profitable. And then I'm seeing like I said, I sold 40 some books in a very short amount of time. It could probably be more if I worked harder. I don't know. But for the books I do have, I don't have that many titles. I meant to look and see how many titles I actually have. I don't have that many titles, guys. I may have 20 some books that are actually published. So quality over quantity has been my strategy. Number 8, run paid advertising. If you want to see sales quickly, learn an ad strategy from someone and run ads. The good part about Amazon ads, from my experience, is that Amazon, they don't rip you a new one with the ads like some other platforms. Like I feel like Facebook or Meta and other platforms like that, you have to be really careful with your spend and checking back and forth every single day. I feel like with Amazon, they're only going to charge you when someone actually clicks your ad, but they don't just rush to spend through your budget, so you have to worry about waking up one day and all your money's gone because it's all been spent on ads. It's a very slow moving engine, so I feel like it's a pretty safe place to run ads, and that will help you with your early book sales. Number 9 is set up your author page and your A+ content as well. Your author page is just a page you can add your books to, which will display all of your titles. So if you want to put like a QR code in your book or something so that your buyers can find your author page and shop your other books, you can take time to do that. And author page or in your A+ content is pretty much when you scroll down to the bottom of a listing on Amazon and you see more pictures and information about that content shows up at the bottom. That's just putting your very best foot forward, because when someone's buying a book, what is the first thing, or anything, what is the first thing that they're going to want to know? Inside. Anytime something's closed inside, people are going to be curious about what's inside, especially if it is like a log book or something like that. They want to know what it looks like inside. So if you take the time to show them that, that's going to help you to put your best foot forward to the traffic that you do get to your listings. And then the last one is enjoy. Do what you love. If you literally hate or writing books or whatever, niche, or you decide to go in under the KDP umbrella, like you really hate this, don't do this. And then when you do this, you don't have to force yourself to make books. Like, one thing about me, I'm extremely girly, like overly girly. So I don't care how much money I'm going to make. I'm not going to publish a book for truck drivers that is very basic and, very basic colors and things like that. Maybe there are some girl truck drivers out there that truck driving, gas log or something for, but if it has to be very masculine and the colors are plain, I'm not going to want to be involved with that. That's going to make me miserable. So do what you love. Enjoy the process, because this is definitely a passive income strategy. You're not getting $1,000 per book. So you definitely want to make sure that this is something that you love to do, because you will spend plenty of time working on your books, perfecting your books, and perfecting the process. So that's pretty much it, guys, and what I wanted to share with you. And definitely I think I mentioned this, but I'm going to mention it one more time. When you publish a book, do order copies of your own book. I think I said this already, but I'm going to say it again. It's very important. Know what your stuff is looking like. Know what it is arriving know what your customer experience is like, because that way you can really perfect that. And there are things that you may need to change, like there may be colors you use that don't come out clear. How would you know unless you ordered your own book? So I'll be quiet. Thank you so much for watching this video. And guys, don't forget to join my Telegram community, guys. It is completely free. I'll put the link below. When you join, there's a lot of free resources inside of there that I'm giving out. I'll be doing some training series on this channel, and all the resources are going to be dropped inside of my Telegram channel. So be sure to click that link and join. Be blessed, guys. I'll see you on the next one.